Some people buy their dream car. Some people work for years to earn it. And in rare cases, someone is given their dream car by the governor himself. I never thought I'd be that someone. But when our neighborhood's infamous self-appointed enforcer, Karen, saw my car parked in my driveway, she didn't see a reward. She didn't see the decades of service that made it possible. She didn't even bother to ask. She just saw something she didn't like and reported it. Here's what happened. I'm a high school science teacher. Not flashy, not rich. Just someone who loves my students and believes in making things hands-on. For over 25 years, I've poured everything into my classroom, building robots from scratch, hosting after-school STEM clubs, helping kids land internships and scholarships they never thought were possible. I've had students go on to become engineers, doctors, and environmental researchers. Some of them came from incredibly tough backgrounds. I've spent weekends writing grant proposals just to get enough money for new microscopes or coding kits. It wasn't glamorous, but it mattered. And apparently someone noticed. Last year, I was nominated for the state's Educator of the Year award. I didn't expect to win. Honestly, I almost didn't go to the ceremony. But when the governor himself called my name, I was stunned. He gave a heartfelt speech about how I had inspired a generation to believe in science and their own potential. Then, with camera flashes popping, he handed me the keys to a brand new electric limited edition SUV, wrapped with custom detailing that read, "In honor of excellence in education, state of your state." It wasn't just a car, it was a statement, a thank you for years of dedication, and it looked amazing. Naturally, I parked it proudly in my driveway. Enter Karen. She lives a few houses down and has a reputation. Her life seems to revolve around making sure every trash can is hidden within 45 seconds of pickup. No one's grass exceeds 3 inches, and heaven forbid you have a wind chime audible from the sidewalk. She didn't like my new car. She didn't like that it had wrap detailing. She didn't like that it wasn't neutral enough for the community's visual theme. How did I find out? A letter from the HOA, signed by Karen, the compliance liaison, was taped to my mailbox. The letter stated that non-standard vehicle wraps violated aesthetic guidelines, and that I had 7 days to remove the car or face escalation. Now I knew the HOA rules, and guess what? There was nothing about vehicles with award-related decals. But Karen was relentless. She even went around telling neighbors that my commercial vehicle was bringing down home values. I considered just calling the HOA president, but then I had a better idea. The following weekend was our neighborhood's annual spring block party. Lots of families, HOA, board members in attendance. Even a few local news outlets doing community coverage. Perfect. That morning, I washed and waxed the car until it gleamed. I placed a framed copy of the governor's award letter on a stand next to it. I also printed out a list of all the student science fairs and competitions we'd won over the years. Then I parked the car right in front of the block party welcome tent. It didn't take long. Neighbors gathered around admiring the car. Some asked about the wrap. I explained, showed them the award, told them the story. People clapped. A few shook my hand. The HOA president approached, eyes wide. "I heard something about this, but I had no idea you were the teacher who won." We chatted for a bit, and I subtly mentioned Karen's complaint. The president laughed. "There's nothing in the bylaws about this being a violation. It's clearly not advertising. It's recognition. Honestly, it's awesome for our neighborhood." And that's when Karen showed up. She froze when she saw the crowd around my car. Then she spotted the framed letter. Her jaw tightened. "I just thought it was distracting," she muttered. The HOA president turned to her and said, "Karen, maybe we should focus less on nitpicking and more on celebrating the amazing people in our community." Karen didn't have much to say after that. She left early. The best part, the local reporter covering the event took photos of the car, the award, and even interviewed a few of my former students. The story ran in the paper the next day with the headline, "Local Hero Teacher Honored by Governor, Celebrated by Community." And Karen? She hasn't reported anything since. So the next time someone tries to tear you down for something you earned, don't get discouraged. Just park it right in the spotlight and let the truth speak louder than their complaints.